There is something about getting older and wanting to try new things, especially when it comes to taking risks on things that you are passionate about. For me, it's art.
You would think that 30-year-olds, have it all figured out, but I feel like I'm barely scratching the surface of who I actually am. Like, I literally just found what I'm good at 4 years ago, and it's just hard to believe that I literally have, like, this is the beginning of that. This is the beginning of, it really feels like the beginning of a lot. And I still feel like I'm learning so much about myself, but what I am finding is that there is a new level of confidence that you gain as you get older, because I feel like when you're young, it's all about like wanting to assimilate to other people and wanting to fit in and all of that. And the older I get, the harder it is for me to fit in anywhere. But it's not something that I strive for. You know, I realized that it was fitting in was never something that I wanted. But I think that society and the world makes you feel like you need to want that, if that makes sense. And so you kind of gaslight yourself a little bit into feeling things that you don't actually feel. And part of growing up, getting older, means like part of getting older reveals a new level of honesty, not only to yourself but to the world, and transparency. And that's what I'm learning, that the older I get, the more honest I am with myself, and just undoing a lot of the gaslighting that I didn't even know that I was doing. You know, a lot of the feelings, a lot of the thoughts that were never actually intrinsic to my being, but rather projections of the world, and accepting those projections. And it's like, I never actually, and then realizing that you actually never felt that way about yourself. You actually never felt that way about a thing. And just navigating the world with a lot more honesty to yourself. It's so powerful. Honesty and truth they're gems in this world. It's very rare to find. It's a narrow path and a narrow road. And so being honest with yourself, it's one of the most honorable things that you could do. And I really find myself like just caring less, you know, and I'm doing more as I get older, and just having this mentality of like, I am being so real with yourself and other people that you just do not care. Like, you just do not care if it's received or not, because when you navigate the world in truth and love, and you navigate conversations and actions, and if everything revolves around truth and love, you know, honesty, then that's all you could do. That's your part, and how it's received. Like, it's truly none of your business. And I know everyone says that. It's cliche almost, but it is so profound.
I was clearly feeling spontaneous this day because I got whole new art materials that actually did not really end up working in my favor, because the watercolor paper was not absorbing the water right, and I didn't know how to use the brush pen I think it reflected onto my painting, which I wasn't very happy with, but honestly, I had no complaints because the energy was right. I just had so much fun just being out in nature and painting what I saw without this pressure or anything. It was really relaxing. So it just 10 out of 10. I would definitely do it again, even if the result isn't what I wanted. I mean, it's all about experimenting and pushing on those creative muscles in your brain. So I ran out of daylight, but I'm happy with what happened, mostly because I really enjoyed it and it was a lot of fun, and I'm gonna do this more. I'm really feeling inspired by the old masters right now and the way that they approached color palettes and loose brush strokes. And the oil paintings that I'm working on right now don't actually fit into that very much. It's still very much emulating old paintings that I have and just styles that have been consistent throughout my work, but I definitely see myself in the future incorporating a lot more earthy tones and a lot of that old master palette that we see a lot from those time periods. So I'm really happy with how this experiment turned out. Let me know what new art style you are trying right now. Actually, if you have stayed till the end of the video, please comment what art style or what kind of painting medium you are trying right now. Okay guys, I'll talk to you later.